Kelly, the market's whipsawing a little bit on some conflicting headlines about the status of U.S. China trade talks. On one hand, you have the Wall Street Journal reporting that trade talks are in final stages between the U.S. and China and that there are at least two more negotiating rounds. First, the U.S. trade delegation led by the Treasury Secretary and the U.S. Trade Representative will go to Beijing next week. And then the Journal reports that the week after that, the Chinese delegation led by Vice Premier Liu He will be coming back to Washington. But this story is hitting just after Bloomberg reported that there are some U.S. officials that are concerned about the level of pushback that China has demonstrated against some of the U.S.'s demands. Now, it's important to note that both of these stories can be true. Talks can be in the final stages, and also there could be some concern about China's willingness to accept some of the U.S.'s demands. We'll see how this plays out over the next few weeks. But one of the things that could play out, in addition to the discussion over enforcing this deal, whether the U.S. would be able to enforce it in a one-sided way, or whether China would demand the ability to levy new tariffs as well if the deal falls through. In addition to that and some of the other language around structural issues, I'm told there could be an issue around the level of purchases, that China's proposal of $1.2 trillion of purchases over the next few years, that the president wants more than that. And so that could play out as well. But we'll see what these teams negotiate over the next few weeks. Kelly.
So, Kayla, what both of these stories have in common is the idea that these talks are moving to their final stages. But if the U.S. isn't satisfied with Beijing maybe pulling back on some of this, could that be, a problem for reaching a resolution here?
Or if China isn't satisfied that the U.S. is recognizing what it already is doing. China wants all of these tariffs to go away. U.S. officials have said in congressional hearings and in interviews that they're not quite sure they're there yet. They want the ability to levy new tariffs if China doesn't follow through. That's not sitting well with Beijing.
All right. Kayla, thanks. Kayla Tausche,